put your hands together for Matt Storrs.
Oh, hi, everybody. You may recognize me as the person that tried to check you in. Fantastic. Okay. We're doing well? Okay. Not as enthusiastic. Let's find out what we can get from here. Ooh, this one has a nice texture to it. Okay, it's circled. I'm like, oh, lavender label. Oh, that's very, okay, that's not what was actually printed. Bottle racket, love?
It's gotta be rocket, right?
It's gotta be. We're not gonna. Because that just doesn't make sense. The next person can decipher handwriting better than me. Okay, so Ray Cyrus. Fantastic human being. In a lot of ways, does a lot for charity. But the main charity that he's helped out is white people with bad hairstyles. Because I don't know how old you are, but there is a time when a white person, I guess it was always, yeah, I guess it was always, Good for Ray Cyrus is all I'm saying. You know, and also you want to be successful, but you know, the whole goal of the American dream is to like provide more for your children. He totally did that. He had like one song. Well, and now like 1.5 songs. But mostly his daughter was just like, oh, daughter? It's just like, oh yeah, we're good. And it's like, you ever think like he just looks at his children and is like, my bad hairstyle got you guys where you are today. Fantastic. Next one. Don't like the texture of this paper. Fighting off diarrhea. Now, some of you laugh. That's a normal bodily function if you don't know how to take care of yourself. And there are multiple ways to address this issue. Charcoal is one. I don't recommend that if you are just getting charcoal briquettes. That's not going to work, okay? That's what I thought you just did. You just get charcoal briquettes, you grind them up, and then you eat them. Most of the time, those have had stuff put on them. It's going to make it worse, is basically what's going to happen. You don't want to do that. You're going to cause some you're going to have to see a gastroenterologist. I actually went to a gastroenterologist not too long ago because they also did regular checkups. And I'm like, oh, this will be my new general practitioner. And as I went in, they're like, hey, we're cash only. I don't know if you've ever been to a doctor that's cash only, but they're not a doctor. Like, I would expect that from my falafel truck. But that guy also has a doctorate degree from his country, and he takes square, you know? But yeah, they took my blood, and after they took my blood, on the door, it was like, hey, if we took your blood today, it's $10 more. I got upsold on a blood draw. But yeah, if any of you do have diarrhea, I'm sorry, Pepto-Bismol is a good option. They're good people. I don't know. All right, fantastic. All right, we're doing great. Pablo Picasso. Problematic. Problematic before problematic was a thing. So like, good for him. Like he leaned in to being problematic before it was a big thing. But also like, besides the normal Picassos, like where it's weird. I guess that's an oxymoron. Like the ones where they're weird, the ones where he tries to be normal. I don't know if like you've ever been to like the MoMA where they have the Pablo Picassos. I'm a member. but if you want to go, they just scan QR codes. So I'll send it to you. You can just use it. But you might not want to go right now because of the stabbing. But check the news. There's a guy stabbed somebody. Anyway, so at the moment. Anyway, but if you ever go and you look at the stuff, like he knew what stuff looked like. Like he did. He knew. And I didn't know that when I was a little kid. I'm like, oh, like this guy had like a mental disorder or something, right? Like his understanding of the world was fundamentally flawed. No, he could draw stuff, and you can tell that because like he draws a lot of horses and naked boys. So, you know, he knew something. Probably not good stuff, but he knew it. Can I do another one? I'm gonna do another one. Put that back in. Somebody else can deal with that. That's not for me to do. Licorice. Anybody here like licorice? Black licorice? Are you okay? I like things that make me doubt life as much as the next person. What about, how about this? What about like Swedish licorice? Like with like salt on it. Did somebody say Because that's torture in some countries. I believe that the Swedish invented that. You know, like how like they invented bottled water, and like the joke that somebody else told is like, oh, how stupid? I think it's Jim Gaffigan. How stupid do we think Americans are? We'll sell bottled water to them. The Swedish were like, hey, we have a candy that 10% of the population likes. Let's put salt on it and see if other people will still eat it. And people have to respect it. It's like, oh, it's a delicacy in their country. No, they just created it so they could make people eat it that have never had it before. Like you can go to Bon Bon, which I like. They have very good candy. They are a Swedish candy company. I love them. They're very nice. They actually had a hot dog cart for a while. If you don't like the Chicago-style hot dog, don't eat a Swedish-style hot dog because, again, they put crab mayonnaise on it.
Oh.
Yeah, right?
Ew.
Exactly. I didn't eat it. But I said thank you. But they have great candy there. And if anybody would like to go, please use my phone number when you check out so I can get the points. Because I need to make 300 points, and then I get a dad hat. I've spent so much money there that I should own, like I could have just bought a dad hat at this point. So please help me. That's all I'm saying. Folks, you've been a lot of fun. This is going to be a great show, right? This is great. Anyway, I'm Matt Storrs.